All right, so let's go back to the main sentence. So, Mar an ba ifterlat.
Mar an ba ifterlat.
Mas féidirlat duine oil.
Mas féidirlat duine oil.
A vasi gur fiú dó nó dí.
A vasi gur fiú dó dí.
Duine mar hasa ostu.
Duine mar hasa ostu.
So we'll see who gets that one when we read. Okay. Number 9. Yarig column, I guess, dairi sigil toban. So yarig comes from the word yarig red, and it means to grow red. So column grew red, got red. And jairi shen, he got up, got toban quickly. Suddenly, maybe. So yarig column, I guess, dairi sigil toban. Okay. Yeah, suddenly maybe is a slightly better word than quickly. So maybe a good toban. Okay. Number 10. Near Honigme and Shaw leve maslaha.
Near Honigme and Shaw leve maslaha.
So near Honigme and Shaw, I didn't come here. Leve, to be. Maslaha is insulted. Okay. Right? Masla is an insult. Okay. 11. Hanig tu hun machorle alorg. So hanig tu, you came. Hun, in order. Machorle is my advice. Alorg, to seek. So you came to seek my advice. Okay. Tashin jaint agam. I've done that. Literally, I have that done. That is done at me. Okay. How do you say I've drunk that? Olta agam. How about I have eaten that? Tashin itya agam. Okay. All right. Number 13. Maglakan tule is gargome tu imar dachlancha arish. So if you accept it, maglakan tule, kind of like we had back on number 4, we talked about the word ma. So the word glak is to accept or to take something. So maglakan tule, if you accept it, if you will accept it, isgar means it is short. Gometu, that you will be. So it's short that you will be, or as soon that you will be. Imar dachlancha, at the top of your health, or in good health. Arish again. Okay. So maglakan tule. Isgar gometu. Imar dachlancha arish. Okay. Number 14. Nilam chun glakale. I won't accept it. Literally, I'm not towards accepting it. So the idea is that it's not my intention to accept it. Nilam chun glakale. And it's, huh? Chun is towards, but it's used a lot to express the intention of doing something. So the idea is I don't have the intention of accepting it. Okay, when you go somewhere for a purpose, chun is used to express what the purpose is.
Is it drawn towards?
Not really drawn. It's just, the main meaning of chun is towards, but it's used a lot to express the intention of the purpose that you're going to do something. You remember early on we had the kids going into the store and it was to buy ice cream. Chun, okay, so that's their purpose. All right. And by the way, it's lay in both of these because the word korla, meaning advice, is feminine. So it's with her. I'm not going to accept her. 15. Chur kolam lav in a cholka. Kolam put a hand in his pocket. Okay. Kadka lehia kagamlad. So what is there to pay? What do I have to pay to you? You pay less someone. And yeah, whack. A doerten doctor, nothing, said the doctor. He could have said tada, okay? Tada or dada, whack. Rudder be, nothing, okay? 18. Slanagat. Heen, yeah, slanagat, okay. Heen kolom alavamach higan doctor. Column's stretched column, his hand out towards the doctor. So chig and hun kind of mean the same thing, towards.
Pig?
Chig. Okay? Nothing too exciting there.
Why is it pig?
Chig just means towards. So.
But then why would you have shin or
Heen is stretched. So heen, and you stretch it towards someone. Chig. Yeah. There's a, if you want to ask someone to pass you the salt, you can say Turdom and Salan, give me the salt, or Sheen Hugam and Salan, stretch towards me the salt, pass me the salt. Okay. Stan Sheshin go droch vasul agus hashe adrim le column. So Stan Sheshin, so he stared, go droch vasul disdainfully. With bad respect, okay, at him. Agus Hashen, he turned, Agrim, his back, with column, he turned his back to column. Okay, so often the word to in English becomes left in Irish. Also, we've had a few times where it talks about column and then talks about the doctor, and we use the word sheshin rather than she, instead of stan she. He stared at him, he says, Stan Sheshin air. So it emphasizes that now we're talking about someone different than the guy we just were talking about. So Colm did this and then he did this, meaning the doctor. Okay. So Stan Sheshin go droch vasul air. Agus hashe agrim la column. Yeah, you hear the word for back pronounced differently. You hear drim or dream. Okay. 20. Slanlat. Slanlat, he says, goodbye. Hosishe eg skriv salaur arish. So he began, Hosishe, he began, eg skriv, writing or to write. Salaur in the book, arish again. Okay. So, good thing to know there. Hosi plus egg to say what you're starting to do. Hosi she geha, he began eating. Hosi she gol, he began drinking. Okay? Hosi she gober, he began working. Okay? Fichachain, number 21. Las kolum gobun the gluas, agus hit the lav, shiis lana yev. So, I put a column burned to the end of his ears, or tips of his ears. Okay? So, loss is also what you do when you turn on a light. Loss is you light the light, okay? And you much it when you turn it off, which is to extinguish it. Much. So loss. So loss and solace light the light, and much and solace turn off the light, extinguish the light. Useful terms to know, okay? So las kolum gobun the glua, so he burned the end of his ears. Should be ears. Okay. Agus hit a lav and his hand fell. Shias is down. Lenahav. Tav is side. Lenahav is to his side. Okay. So las kolum gobun the gluas.
Las kolum gobun the gluas.
Agus hit a lav. Shias lenahav. Is kosur nach more de vasorum. So it appears as kosul. Comes to the word ko plus sui meaning eye, meaning of a similar eye, I guess. A like eye, so similar, right? Nach more, that isn't big. That it isn't big. Your opinion, or your, not your opinion, but your respect for me. You don't have a lot of respect for me, okay? So, and Dardi and Dr. Achan agus Vranishe Idir da Huile. So Dardi and Dr. Achan agus Vranishe Idir and da Huile. So Dardi is raised, and the doctor Achan, his head. Agus Vranishe, and he looked. Idir is between, and da Huil, the two eyes. air at him. So he looked between the two eyes at him. He looked in the eyes, or straight between his eyes. Okay? Ni malyom machij ama acharamu ek ple ladini kosu latsa. So, ni malyom I don't like. Machij ama. Is time. Machij ama is my portion of time, my time. Okay? It's like ishka and arrogant and other things that it's sort of this big mass of it and some of it's yours. Okay? Machij ama. Acharamu, to put astray. Dolamu is to go astray. Achuramu is to set astray. Okay? So, or to waste. Okay? Achuramu. Egplay means to be discussing something or to be dealing with something. Okay, so egplay, in this case, maybe dealing with makes more sense than discussing.